Hello, Tech 413 here with a interesting little bit of kit. So I got a metal box, and we'll be coming back to this shortly. Well, cover mostly. And so what this is a shaded pole motor. This was a fan out of a microwave. Now, originally I was going to use a microwave transformer, but this is the rotor, and this used to sit in here and would rotate. What I've done is put a insulator block here to space it up, give me some room. I might end up doing more insulation, more blocking here, but I got that tap for ground because this is going to be grounded but isolated otherwise. Just in case something goes wrong, horribly wrong, we will have some sort of protection. Have a push button, industrial type of Lego push button, which normally open, normally close to the contacts. We'll be using this to switch this on and off, so that way it doesn't get hot. You have to hold it, kind of like a dead man switch. We have a little grommet thing I made of, just a piece of acrylic that I threaded, 1/2 inch 13, and some various nuts, screws, and connectors. So, what we got to do first is take a length of that wire about that far, and what you want to do to cut the insulation off of this. This was a refrigerator cord. Guess I could have used the microwave cord, kind of keeping with the theme. But I'm just pressing. I'm not actually trying to cut through. I'm just trying to separate the top layer because I don't want to nick these wires underneath. This is a 3-wire American black, white, green grounded cord. Yes, I think it is. If it's European, that's fine. I'll use their code: brown, blue, and green. At least we all agree green is Earth. Maybe. So, once you go all the way around like that, you pull it. Come on. Hold on. And just got to trim out this core here. This fill helps keep the SJ flexible, pliable, and such. I think that's it for the knife for now. I'm going to fasten on one of these here clamps. I know it's the wrong clamp. I should be using a gland. I don't have one. Did I tell you we're making a degausser, demagnetizer? This is for home shop use only. Got to give credit to Halligan and a few others out there. I'll put some links in the description below. Drilled this out with Unibit, hole saw 1 1/8. In case anybody out there is wanting to duplicate this ever for any godforsaken reason. So, standard Romex connector, soft jacket connector, don't even give a damn. So we have a proper connector into the box in a 7/8 hole saw hole. Okay. So the main side is now pretty much done. Strippers. I usually keep them around for good times and weekends. So what I'm going to do is come down here, and this no longer applies. There's no longer code worthy, any of that junk. But I'm going to wrap a screw that I drilled and tapped into this box with this. And what this is going to do is one of my 2 ground points. So we're going to take our screw here, turn it into the hole. It didn't dawn on me until just now, how the hell am I going to tighten this one? We'll get there. So I'm just going to bring this down. Forgive me, I've got to see it. And loop that in there. So now I believe you can see that. Yeah. So that's just ground in the box. I might use a terminal strip to ground the cover to this. These two. I'm going to go here to my light block, and off of here I'm going to come off with some jumpers. Did I do this wrong? Oh, can't use this one. 24 volts AC. I don't have a doorbell transformer handy, so be right back. Alright, so decisions. Gonna find a transformer, spent about 20 minutes looking. But I got this here, baby. Which, when pulled up, it'll be on, off, on. Not as convenient as just a straight up push button like this one, but I wanted the light, but you know, maybe the latching would be a better idea, so we're going to go with this for now. And what we're going to do is install this industrial Lego before we wire it. Yeah. So you come over. Yeah. Okay. I like it. Install a little device. Now, what this little grommet pushing thing does is it just keeps any sharp edges from contacting the metal that's going to come out. The wires, rather, that are going to come out to this block. There will be soldering in this video. Don't know how much yet. But I'm digging this idea. I slept on it last night. I started this yesterday. That's why I got everything collected. And I think it's pretty nifty. And I think my only snap-on wrench. Probably about 40 years old. So, there we have it. Now this makes my life easier in a way, because now I only have one connection for this. And easy connection for this. So we're going to strip this right here. Come down to our terminal block. And this one we'll go right here. Oh. Do some red. Got some wire here. I don't care about color coding this too much. Really, I should be using some crimp-on connectors, but I don't have any at the moment. But I got a roll of solder. I've got some heat shrink. We're gonna cut some pieces of heat shrink way back. Why would I do that? We got the heat shrink in the house. Cutting heat shrink with my snips. So we're going to tin these, tin this. We're going to solder this. And we're even going to heat shrink it. Oh, okay. Now this is where you're supposed to be using some spade females. And it'd be nice. Stab. I have the old Weller cranked up to 4. Thought about going to 11. It only goes up to 5. This one I want it to go to 11. Now this is that bad kind of solder. Silver solder. This is the stuff that doesn't like to cooperate too well. Very sensitive on temperature, like a very definite melting point and such. I do believe that's it for soldering. I'm going to slide some shrink. I had a torch over here the other day, don't know what happened to it. This is my neutral. Cut that here. Maybe I could use both red. I don't know. Don't care. Thinking about just soldering these two with a bit of heat shrink. Why not make it completely unsurfaceable? Now I'm going to crank it up to 5. Now while I'm wetting the tip, it's to be able to create more surface contact with the wire so that I can sink the heat faster into the wire. Now if you were just to leave that similar like that and you were just to soak the outside with just wetting the tip, it's not going to give you a very particularly good bond, like allowing the entirety of the wire to heat up. even if it takes 2 years. There we go. So now I'm on the top. I'm drawing solder to the bottom. Ta-da! That was on 5+, by the way. Just take a snip off here. Solder all the way through. Take this and this puppy down. Fire! I need some fire. Wrong torch. All right. I could not find my micro torch, so guess what? No, I don't have a cigarette lighter. That's as much as I'm going to do with that. Sometimes you just gotta pee with the device you got. Alright, now where were we? Connecting this puppy up. Now, I definitely went the overly complicated route. Ah, yeah, grounding, ding, 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 ding. I don't know where my crimpers are. Now, you're supposed to use, there are color codes you're supposed to abide by. I'm not. Screw it. More solder. So these are specialty crimps here that I'm completely destroying by not using the crimping tool in the first place, because I don't have one. Crimping tool for this particular crimp, to make it a rated powerhouse crimp, is about $300 for the tool. The obvious reason why I don't have that is specialized tool. Not so obvious reason is because, well, I don't mind soldering. Yeah, it doesn't get jack. So, I'm gonna grab some helping hands. Clip that up. The hardest part of waking up. Don't ask. I've been on a kick lately. Okay, solder's beginning to suck in. Don't know if you can see that at all. But this is some junk solder. It's it's a silver alloy. It's really a pain to work with. And I think that's plenty of solder in there. Good enough. It's got a nice little couple of burns because I was trying to straighten out the wire to do this. That hurt. What I'm going to do is grab my other ground screw, which I placed over here in advance and promptly lost completely. I could have sworn I placed it like right here with the other screws. Okay, I want to get a ground screw. I'm back with my grounding screw. I just screw this in right here. And I'm almost ready. Okay, so that was a bad angle. But what's going on here is I have this little screw hole for grounding purposes. Safety first. Oh, safety first is to buy a professional unit and not make one at home out of a remote A346 wire, 120 volt, 60 hertz, blah 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 tag. So now we got that in there. Flip this sucker over. Give it a decent amount. Okay, soldering iron back on. Already. Oh, wait a second. This sucker. I was looking for these. Could not find them. Now I got them. There's a little one small enough. No. So I need a tiny precision screwdriver. Okay. I am going to be changing and editing, so that's going to get moved. I'm going to put a safety light in. Something annoying enough where if it's on, I'll be upset, because that's using power. Alright, so now, I'm just going to shove this in here as a prototype. Orientate it. Now, I'm not sure really how well this is going to work. In fact, I have no clue how this is going to work. I just wanted to make it heavy. I didn't want to use this box. It's really oversized. But sometimes you just gotta do with what you have. That's down. Soldering iron's off. Plug is going in. To extension cords into a bunch of other stuff. It's fighting me. That's a great sign. Okay, I'll be right back with some magnetized stuff. Safety squints engaged. So I got some stuff here. Definitely magnetic. Now, oh, I can feel it. It's a vibration about 60 hertz. Now, I don't think I'm getting the desired effect. I think that might work better. Let's see. Ooh. Okay. Now what's happening is, anywhere where this is, you got these magnetic fields collapsing and expanding off of this coil. The currents are going throughout this metal, so I don't think it makes a difference if you're inside or out. But now, neat. Completely unmagnetized. You see that? That bit, I'm going to guess. Oh yeah. So let's just try one swipe and see what happens. Knock some of the junk off. Like I said, one swipe. That's it. I feel no attraction whatsoever. Now, I'm going to clean this magnet off. I am tempted to put the magnet itself directly on it, but first, I'll try and get that magnetized again. Yeah. Magnetized. Completely gone. Now that's getting pretty warm. So, my next question is, what happens if I bring this magnet still works, still seems to be magnetized. So that didn't do anything, but I wonder. And versus this one. Wow, that's a huge difference. I might do some updates later. Ow. But all these drills are now demagnetized. Let's just throw these two on here. Wow. Awesome. Anyway, larger tools like this. No problem. My snips, I don't think there's any. But just gonna take anything out. I'm gonna do my knife. Now, what's going on is you have a pulsating magnetic field, and that collapsing and reversing magnetic field neutralizes all magnetic fields in the item that you're doing. I really want to try doing something with this magnet, but maybe in the future. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'm going to catch you next time. Tech 413.